So I don't know if you can hear the river. No, it's not a river. It's just a seasonal creek that I have in the backyard. It's pretty nice. So today we're gonna be talking about an organic tea from Jun Chiyabari, which is kind of like a mainstream tea brand. It apparently is pretty good practices and all of that, and it's certified organic. It's not from China; it's from Nepal. And I've reviewed another tea from there before. It was a what was it? A red ruby, and I was like, man, this thing is so strong. The smell that I was like, it's like they sprayed some essential oils on the tea, and then it doesn't really stay there on the tea. Well, this one is an Himalayan white tea, right? So I think this Shomei or something along those lines. Yesterday I was drinking from. I'm gonna put the picture there so you can see what actually they claim it is. A Shomei, Mamuran, I don't know, but I see way more buds than I see leaves here, right? And the scent in the bag, not so much directly on the dry leaves, is sweet and recognizably more like a white tea. Now, I don't know much about anything, and some of the things that I say is not because I'm accusing of a brand of doing something. So I'm not saying that they're spraying stuff on it. No, I'm just saying it's so awesome. I mean, we keep drinking it. It's so good, and we buy stuff like the red ruby. It's nice tea. We like it. And be that it's organic, I just certified organic is. Come on. So this was $14. We've done some bubbling here. I'm using a gas stove today. $14 for 25 grams. So it's pretty good. $7 for like a sample or something. So now, let's get into the place where I want it. I would say that the Path of Cha white tea may be good quality, well sourced and all that, but I don't feel like I want to drink it. We'll see what happens to this one. And again, it's so subjective, right? I mean, it's just so personal. Hey, by the way, I hope you like my seed. It's a milk crate that I have here on the property. There's a bunch of stuff here that I don't want to throw away because it's useful. So as a white tea, it shouldn't be very sensitive to temperature, but I want to do a flash deep. That was kind of quick. Anyways, very much can smell the same I was smelling on the dry leaves. They do talk about honeydew, melon, lemongrass, peach, and they say that there's going to be a little green. It's definitely a little different because it was dried in the shade, as I said, instead of the sun. So I would like to know what they mean by that. I bought this tea some time ago. Yeah, I mean, it has that same scent that the other Jun Chiyabari, the red ruby, had, which makes me think, like, is this what's coming from them actually? Like, it's just coming across maybe the same material. Definitely has a floral, melon. So this water is going to be a little bit colder. but the leaves also will be more receptive to water because they have gotten wet and water infused. There you go. So you can see the little theme I have here. This, by the way, this thing I bought on Temu. I don't know how much it was. It was like probably for free or whatever. I was trying to figure out a way of bringing outside some of this glassware and with a little deeper, thing. So I'm not just carrying around a tray because you be tripping on stuff. Or sometimes you think that actually you're stepping on ground and or like solid ground, and it's just like mud, and there you are with your foot all the way like a couple of inches in the mud, and that kind of like sucks you in, and you're like, it's a different way of tripping out here. Sorry about my runny nose. But it has the runny nose of being able to come out here and smell the woods back there. The dirt, is wet, and all of this invisible life that surrounds me, the microbes and the fungi and the spores and everything that is dying so something else lives. That's what I like about nature. What is not to like about it, right? Well, maybe when you're a prey and there's a predator, there's not much to like about it. So I let it rip a little bit so we'll have a thicker profile to analyze, meaning I let it be there for longer, although I wasn't trying to like cook it in there, right? There are so many ways when people say that you should drink white tea, like you should boil it and stuff. I mean, it's not a should, it's how I do it, like you can do it like this and you'll have the result. I'm just getting myself immersed in it, so I'm not gonna make comments on one sip. Definitely feel a very similar floral, kind of like fruity, that same thing that I felt with the ruby red, which you could see in one of my videos. It's here too. Given that it's probably the same year and the same batch of leaves, that they harvested the same trees, the same patch. This is kind of like their flavor. I mean, it's delicious. I really like it. This is really good. Now, it has slightly opened up that astringency, or it does have somewhat of a feel of green tea in the way it's a ground and thirst quencher, kind of like going around your mouth, and it wraps around, hugs your tongue. You almost have a little bit of that, oolong-ish, florally stuff. I should have been warming up more water, but hey, just put enough water that you think you can put on your guy one, and in your put enough water you think you're gonna put in your guy one in your kettle, and have it do its thing. I want to make a little brick by the water, a little brick rocket stove, and then bring a metal kettle and boil water with that. Say like, are you gonna buy it again? Actually, I think I will buy it again. I'll buy more of it, and probably 100 grams. And this is definitely the tea that I'm gonna show people. As have you tried white tea? No, ever? Okay, let me show you what white tea is. I have other tea that I will show if I'm trying to show pu'er, or if I'm trying to show black tea. But if I had to, for someone who doesn't know anything about tea, I had to like show them something good, this one. Also, what I would like to be drinking, because I don't want to be having to like justify why something tastes the way it tastes and try to find value on something. It's really like cut dry. If you're not if you're not really like thinking, oh, I paid so much money for this, so I should like it, um, then you just don't like it. And hey, everyone has different tastes, so it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that this guy right here, doesn't really like that one tea. And I'm no one to be saying what's right or wrong about tea. I'm in the process of learning. When am I gonna stop learning? I don't know. Are you ever gonna stop learning? I don't know. But I definitely don't think like all the years that I've been drinking tea and the way that I've been drinking it is like something to take guidance from. Just kind of like come along and enjoy with me a cup of tea once in a while. See if you will like by the impression, the face you saw I put, because I can't lie. If you will see when I like something and when I don't like it. And if you try the teas, that I'm presenting, I'm not getting any commissions. I'm not getting anything. And I will show you how much bud is in these leaves. And yeah, I mean, it's excellent. I love it. I am actually impressed with Jun Chiyabari, and I've had other teas from them. I can't tell you once I've been disappointed. They do sell a lot of floral stuff, like with roses and jasmine and whatever. I'm not interested in that, but just the pure tea, pretty good. Yep, honeydew, melon, definitely like melon and the flowery background. But I also found on that red tea